Hi and welcome back to my channel. Just like to say thank you for all your support, do really appreciate it. So the it's not a kit really, but it's a card topper pad, the Fabulous Florals. So I've come in with this one, and the one that I've taken out is where are you? This one here, the Hydrangeas from the Heart. So that's what I'm going with. And I've also taken a sheet out of the Stained Glass Floral Cracked Glass, which has got the Hydrangeas on it, which is this one here. And then I've also taken a sheet from here, which is the Spring Meadow and Charming Check. So I've taken a check one out, which is this blue one here. And then because I needed a sentiment that was for Mother's Day, I've taken that out of the Essential Book of Sentiments. So what I've done already is I've pre-cut all my mats and layers and card. So this is a 7x7 with a cat flap. So the silver mirror is 2 notches under the 7, and the Hydrangea pattern paper is 4 notches under the 7 both ways. This is 2 notches under the 4 for the silver mirror mat, and 2 notches under the 7, and then the paper is 4 notches under the 7 and 4 notches under the 4. Okay, so to assemble this together, turn that over, come in with a bit of dotty tape, which is Hunkydory, and then my all-purpose glues for this paper one. So I'm just going to go across the middle of that one, like so, and then place this down onto my silver mirror, and then again with the all-purpose onto the back of there, and then the tacky, because you're back to cardstock, onto the back of there, just in the 4 corners, and bring your card blank in, place that down like so, and then bring this in the top layer with your dotty tape again, just in them 4 corners, and the all-purpose down the centre. Bring in your silver mirror, place all that down onto there, and back to the all-purpose, just down the centre again, and then your tacky in these 4 corners. So flip it over, and push that down to there, and then the one I'm coming in is with this one here. So I'm not going to use the silver middle frame, just don't need it. And then this one, so it's going to have our overhang and sit over like so, and I think I might put that one down flat. So I'm just going to use a bit of tacky glue on this. Bring it down to there. obviously this is going to be foam pad up, but what I'm going to do is stick the foam pads onto the back, onto this, rather than, oops, move that up a little bit. I don't want any, because otherwise it's going to be not enough space between that and the frame. Don't move them down far enough. And that way I find it a little bit easier when you come to put the topper on, rather than trying to put it on the back of on the topper itself. If you're doing a card this way and you've got a overhang with the frame, I'm just going to peel these off. Like so. And then I'm going to put a little bit of tacky glue on these foam pads. Bring in your flower or your topper, eyeball it, and then press down. And then this is the sentiment that I was going with. So this one says, "With love on Mother's Day." So I think I'm going to go up there with that one. And we do have a little one of these here, and that. And I don't think I'm going to use that one. I think I'll keep that one. Don't know if I want to use this one on here. Yeah, I'm going to bring that one in, but I'm going to go flat with this one as well, just because it's going to be underneath that little bit there. So I'm just going to lift that up, and I'm just going to place this in this corner. Like so. And then bring in some gems. Which gem should I bring in this time? Go with these little lilac-y ones because there is lilac in the flowers. So I'm going to put one there, one there, and I'm going to put one there, one there, and one up there. Then go one there, one there, and one on there, one there, one there, and one on there. And then I need a little bow to go on this, and I might bring in a purple one. Let's move my glue bottles out of the way. See what kind of colour, if I want a dark or a light purple. Yeah, I think I'll go with that colour purple. Get my glue dots out. The reason why I do them, sometimes I do pre-cut everything, is just to make it a little bit quicker on the video and for time really. So that's going to go onto there. So all I need to put on there now is the insert, and then that'll be done. Just put that away for a minute, put my gems away, might need them again in a second. So that is card number 1, move that out of the way, and I've got Handmade with Love there, which actually I'm going to put that on flat. Bit of tacky glue. I'm just going to stick that on the underside of this, just on there. Okay, now the next one, same kind style of card, but this time it's a 6x6 one. And I'm hoping I've done this bit right here, which I think, no I haven't, so I need to get my trimmer because I haven't trimmed off the other bit. So I need to do 4 notches under the 4 before I go sticking it all on, and that should be about right now. Yeah, I forgot to cut it one way, so let's come in with my tape runner for this one again, and then my all-purpose again, and let's bring this in. Place that onto there, and the same with this. So the silver mirror is 2 notches under the 6 by 2 notches under the 6, and then the paper one is 4 notches under the 6 by 4 notches under the 6. And then the other one that I just done the matte and layer for, that was 2 notches under the 6 of the silver mirror and 2 notches under the 4, and then the paper on the top was 4 notches under the 4 and 4 notches under the 6. So now I'm just coming in with the all-purpose on there, then the tacky on there. Whoops. Turn this over. Place that down onto there. Bring this one in. Tacky all-purpose on the back because it's cardstock to cardstock. And then tacky glue on there, and then place that down onto there like so. Okay, and then the topper that I'm coming in with is this biggish one here, and for this one I might keep it all intact for this one, and this one will be a so I've got Get Well Wishes or Have a Lovely Birthday. I don't think the Have a Lovely Birthday will fit on that one, so I think I'm going to go with the Get Well Wishes for this one. So I'm going to take that down just a tad when I put it on, a tad lower. So I'm just going to come in with the foam pads on the back of this one just to hold them frames intact so that they don't go everywhere. And I don't think I've put too many on there. Let's have a look. No, that's alright, so it's not going to get seen from the other side. I didn't go too close to the edge, because the last thing you want is the foam pad sticking to the bottom part of the card, and then you can't open it to put your sentiment in, or your, not your sentiment, sorry, your insert in. So just pinning these backings off. And then place this on to the back, so go a little bit of wriggle in case I get it in the wrong place. Straighten this up. Place that down like so. Then bring in your sentiment, get another foam pad, go up, hopefully go up a little bit higher. And then bring that in. I'm going to overlap it. Actually, I need to go up a little bit higher than that. Get your scissors, another bit of foam pad, and stick that. Oops, stick that onto the top of there. And then place that there. So that is that bit. Bring my gems back in. Oh, throw them on the floor. Oh. Get your little picky up tool thing, or your spatula thing that's on the 3-in-1 brush, if you've got that, to grab these off of here, because these are already self-adhesive. That makes it easier. Just going to put 4 in that corner, 1 in each corner I think, and then we have that, that's number 2 card that has been done. And then I've still got a couple of bits left over, so I've still got this one, flowers. I like sunshine. No, flowers are little smiles that grow from the garden. And then I've got this one, have a lovely birthday. And then I've got this one, which is left over from this topper. Didn't come out of the pad very well, kind of tore as I was getting it out. Just going to get rid of this quickly. Move that over to there, so I can keep that and that, and then bear with me a second. I'm just going to look for something quick. No, it wasn't that one. Not that one. Aha. This is the one I was looking for. out of there. So this is the bright blooms and trailing leaves. So I'm going to take that one out. And then, oops. Come in with that one from the Spring Meadows, I think. Come in with another 6x6 card and score this one down. Where's my score tool? Score at the 6. Get my trimmer. Get a bit of silver mirror. So I need to cut this down to 2 notches under the 6, sorry, or 2 notches under the 6. And I want this one cut down to 4 notches under the 6 by 4 notches under the 6. And then I want a strip of this to be 2 notches under the 6 by 2, and that's going to be going across there. And I'm going to bring this one in, and this is going to be 2 notches under the 2 by 4 notches under the 6. And that is all the cutting I need to do for that one. So another really quick card, bringing in some different colours. Some green tones to go inside with the green tones that are on the leaves on this one. Oh, put on my glue. Place that down like so. And then you tack your glue when it comes out of this bottle. Make sure this is tenfold. Place that onto there. Bring in your the strip, which is like a border of your dotty tape again, and then your all-purpose glue again. Place it onto there. Bring this in. Then your tacky. Like so. Bring your card in. Place it across the middle. Like so. Finish with that for the time being. to see if I can use this frame. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. Bring my trimmer in. Where's it gone? There it is. What is the size of this? So it's 3 3/4. So half of 3 is 1 1/2. So if I do it at 1 1/2 each side, so that bit I'm going to use up there, and then turn this around, do it at 1 1/2 again, and cut them bits off that I don't need, and then that can go in the bin. Put that away, bring this back in. This one I'm going to use my tacky glue because I want to keep this flat. Just go all the way around. Place it onto there like so. Same again with the other piece. And this glue does dry clear. And then try and marry that up. So it looks like it's sitting in the same place. And then with this, I'm going to have this one coming across there, I think, or that one. This is where I have to play around with my toppers now. So that one could come in, so it's there. Oops. And I've got to have this one in here somewhere. So that one probably go there. And I want that one there. Do I like that? Yeah, that's how I'm going to go with that one. Okay, so let's foam pad this up. I made a decision. So I'll do this one in single foam pads. Okay, a bit of tacky on the back of these. Oh, nearly put it on upside down. There's that one down there. And then this one. pull them off. And then double foam pad these ones up so you get that extra height on these. Oops, why are you stuck? I'll put you on there to use you up. You're done. Another sheet. And then pull these off. Like so. Bring on your card. No, I think I put them too close. That's alright, because they come off. Put that there. These can go onto here. And then peel them off. Place that onto the back of there. And then this is going to go round about there. Get rid of my covers from my pads. And then all these little bits that I didn't use. Put the scissors away, get my gems. And I think I'm going to come in with these green, something different. I'm going to put one there. And then one there. One in this corner, one in this corner, and one with a smaller couple this corner, like so. I'm going to get a bow, just going to put my lid on my glue and get it out of the way. Pale. I think I'm going to go with the darker one. Bring in my little glue dots, which is what I always use for my bows. And these bows are from either Amazon or Temu. So that is card number 3. So I wasn't planning on doing 3 cards, I was only planning on doing 2 on this one, but I don't like leaving topper sets unfinished. I'm going to do them off camera, but just thought I'll do this one and then I'll just get an insert to go in there. A little bit different to the other 2 that I did. Cards correspond a bit more, but it just shows that you can use how versatile the Duo design pads are. And I've still got, you know, bits of Duo design pad left over. I'm trying to put that back inside the pad because that can be used on another card. So that is 3 cards. That's it for this video. Next time I come back, it's probably going to be either that topper pad or the butterfly one, or it might be one of the concept cards that I'm trying to use up by using them in a different way. Depends on what mood I'm in to what I use. So that is it for this one, guys. So once again, thank you for all your support. I really appreciate it. And all your comments, I do answer them all the time when I get a chance. And yeah, that is it. So until next time, guys, take care, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.